In Business Central, the location card determines how the warehouse setup is working. Let's see the different possibilities on the location card related to the inbound side. First, let's look at the very basic setup. We have a purchase order, we can receive the good, and we put it on stock. We have no warehouse activities whatsoever. That will, in Business Central, look like this. If we enter the location list in Business Central, and I've made a basic location and there's no check marks at all in the warehouse tabs, which means we don't use bins, we don't use any warehouse documents at all. Let's look at an other location card as an example in here. We could take the external location that I've created. In the external location, I have checkmarked require receipt and require shipment, but none of the other ones, and that will look like the following in a PowerPoint view. Like this, so we have a purchase receipt, and on the outbound side maybe a sales shipment, and on the purchase receipt it's possible to combine purchase orders to receive goods, and it's also possible to make purchase receipt where the user cannot see prices because the receipt only contains quantities. Next scenario on a location could be a scenario like this, with no purchase receipt and no sales shipment, but with all the bin functionality. And we have a put away on the inbound side. In Business Central, in this scenario, it will be called an inventory put away because we have no purchase receipt. So we use an inventory put away directly, and we use the bins. But we put away directly on the inventory put away made from the purchase order. In Business Central, this scenario will look like this. I have my distribute location, and I've checkmarked the require put away checkmark and the bin mandatory, but not the require receipt checkmark. So I'm making inventory put away document and post directly on that document related to the purchase order. We could also make a location like this bin symbol location only with a checkmark in bin mandatory, meaning we don't want to use any warehouse documents but receive directly on the purchase order and handle inventory movements or inventory actions directly. That will look like this in PowerPoint. In this scenario, we have a purchase order. We receive directly on the purchase order, enter the bin code on the purchase order line. And of course, we have internal warehouse activities as well, which all relates to the simple bin handling functionality. The last scenario will be something like this. We call it advanced. So whereas the first one is typically what people will call basic with no check marks, all the other examples will be what we call simple handling, and the advanced one will be something relating to this picture, where we have all the warehouse document from the purchase order. We create a purchase receipt, and from that we post, and after posting it creates a put away, and we can put the goods into inventory. That could be made of two scenarios on the location setup. Let's look at those. The first one will be the Warehouse Management Center location, where I have added the full checkmark, we call it, the directed put away and pick checkmark, which will automatically force a checkmark in all the other warehouse documents, meaning it has to use all documents. This functionality has a lot of extra features related to it, but from a document perspective, this will be the same as my main location, where I manually checkmarked everything, but not the directed put away. So in this scenario, I have less functionality, but the documents I use will be the same. So this is a different way that you handle the warehouse management setup on your location card. And of course, in the same database on different location, the same company, you can use different location with different setup.